And another guitar that I need to sell. This is a recent Casino, and it's a good one. And I did a lot to this thing. So I added an American Bigsby. Those are like 200 bucks. Redid the bridge so that it's old-fashioned style where you have posts that just go straight into the wood, and then you've got thumb wheels, unlike the ones that have like the big anchors and stuff like they use now. And that's a good American-made ABR bridge with no wire and brass saddles. Those are the original pickups, but I removed all of the nickel and copper, so they're just raw nickel silver covers. They'll look cool and sound better. And then I changed out the pole pieces to PAF style, vintage correct American pole pieces, swapped out the magnets to Alnico 3 that are USA rough cast. So it brought the output down and just made them sound a little more articulate. In the wiring, I added different tone caps, and they are 60s Sprague Black Beauties, so the good stuff. Let's see. This one, for some reason, came out with a rosewood board. It's supposed to have something else, laurel or palfero or whatever, but it has rosewood, so that's a lucky find. Up here, the headstock, I completely reshaped. This used to be about that tall. I brought it all the way down, redid the open book so it looks more like the old ones, and brought these edges down next to the E's before they were clear up here. So lots of headstock came off, lots of careful reshaping. Oh, and obviously I took the entire finish off, the polyurethane finish. Took it all the way off, and then I added just a very thin, completely flat satin coat. Well, not satin, completely flat. A coat, like just enough to seal the wood, but it looks completely flat, completely natural, and it even smells like wood. Flipping it over. Back is also completely stripped, no reflection whatsoever. Stripped all the finish off the neck, and then did a complete reshaping. I reshaped this into a soft V instead of the weird D that these come with. I took all that shoulder off, so it's a nice soft V, and then it slowly tapers up into a nice round C. And then the finish is just thin satin nitrocellulose with the burst like the originals had. So it's aged, of course, so you'll get some cool stuff like that happening. Makes it look like an old one. Up here as well, in the back of the headstock, there's a little bit of wear. Sorry, I'm having trouble focusing. The back of the headstock looks great there too. And with these recent Epiphones, they scarf the headstock on and they scarf the heel on. Not scarf, but they add an extra piece of wood for the heel. And that's so they don't have to use such thick pieces of mahogany. But this one, for whatever reason, they took one piece of thick mahogany, cut it off here, and cut it off here, and then glued it back together. So even though it has glue joints, it's one piece of wood that all came together as one piece of tree. I have no idea why they did that, but in a sense, you know, that's superior than a typical one-piece Gibson neck, because even though this is all one piece of the same tree, one piece of the same log, you now have a scarf right here that makes it more, it makes it stronger, so that you don't have to worry about the headstock snapping off as much. I think that's it. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there is. I replaced these side dots with tortoise shell, 3/32 inch tortoise shell. So they're like the originals instead of little black dots. And that's real nitrate, celluloid nitrate. And that's pretty cool. Oh, I also rolled the shit out of the binding so the neck feels very nicely rounded. Pardon my mess back there. So it's awesome. Bigsby works great. It's bright and clear and open. Would make a great live guitar. That's my USA Casino. And I'd say this one sounds pretty much as good. And it has a wiggle bar.